Here you'll learn how point styles and label styles are applied to points. You'll learn about description keys and how they can be used to apply styles. We'll create a description key for use on tree survey points. We will import the points from a file and apply the description keys. From the Iowa City 0202 project, open the 0202 Point Styles Start drawing. If I select this point in the drawing and open the Properties palette, you can see that the point style and point label style are both set to default. I can change the styles here and assign a new style. If I do that, then I'm changing the style for this point only. If I now select the points collection in Prospector, you can see in the item list view that there is only one point in this drawing. Underneath the points collection, there is a points groups collection. In Prospector, expand Point Groups. You'll see a point group called All Points. This point group is created automatically, and all points in the drawing will automatically belong to the All Points point group. Select the All Points point group, right-click and choose Properties. On the information page of the point group properties, there is a setting for a point style and a point label style. Note that the current style is set to basic and the label style will show the point number, elevation and description. Remember, our point has its style and label style set to default, which means use the style from the point group. And so it's the point group styles that you see applied to the point in the drawing. So we can set the style of the points that belong to the point group by setting the styles for the point group. Change the point style to benchmark, and then change the point label style to elevation and description. We will explore the other properties of the point group in a later video. Click OK to save the changes. Now in the drawing, the point is drawn using the benchmark style, and the label no longer includes the point number. Select the point in the drawing and open the Properties palette. In the Properties palette, the style and label style are still set to default. I can override the point group styles by assigning a style explicitly to the point. Set the style to bound and set the label style to elevation only. Now the point no longer adopts the point group styles because it's been overridden. Now zoom to this location in the drawing where there is a symbol shown for a survey station. This is currently an AutoCAD block. We're going to create a point for the survey station. From the Home ribbon tab on the Create Ground Data panel, select Points, then Point Creation Tools. In the Create Points dialog, create a manual point by clicking on the first button as shown. For the point location, snap to the insertion point of the block. Enter STA01 on the command line for the description, and press Enter to accept the default elevation of 648.90. Press Enter to end the command. Note that this point has a different style and label style even though it must belong to the All Points point group. This is because of a feature in Civil 3D called Description Keys. In the Tool space, click on the Settings tab. Expand Point, then expand Description Key Sets. Select the description key set called Civil 3D, right-click and choose Edit Keys. The description key set will open in the Panorama Viewer. This is essentially a lookup table. Note the codes on the leftmost column. The first code in the list is STA with a wildcard. When points are created in the drawing, if the raw description entered for the point matches the code, then it will inherit the properties defined in the key. The code matching is based on the first characters of the description, and a wildcard can be used to match descriptions beginning with the code. We entered STA01 for our description, which matched the key STA*. Note that description keys are case sensitive. COGO points have a raw description and a full description. The raw description is the user entered value, and the format column of the description key can translate the raw description to a full description. The default format of $* means match everything in the raw description. Raw descriptions can be entered in the field when carrying out a survey. The raw description can contain up to 10 separate alphanumeric elements or parameters. Tree 30, 3.5, 20 is an example of a raw description. The numbers indicate the spread, girth and height of the tree. When the raw description is interpreted, each element is assigned a parameter code beginning with $0. So $0 is tree, $1 is 30, and so on. In the description key, the format shown on this slide will result in a full description of tree, s equals 30, g equals 3.5, h equals 20. Note that only the first parameter $0 is used for description key matching. The scale parameter, when selected, will apply the value of parameter $1. In this example, with apply to xy selected, the raw description will result in the tree marker being scaled to 30, the spread of the tree. Parameter 2 can be used to assign a rotation to the marker or label. In this point file shown on the screen here, you can see a series of points with point numbers and coordinates. The raw description at the end shows the field data entered by the surveyor for each tree in the format we've discussed. We're going to set up our description keys to read this information and create points that have markers scaled to match the size of each tree. In the description key editor, edit the TR key to tree* as shown. Set the point label style to description only. In the format column, set the format to $0 space s equals $1 space g equals $2 space h equals $3 as shown. Make sure that scale parameter is selected, and apply to xy should also be selected as shown. Save the changes by using the tick button on the top of the panorama viewer. Now open the Point Creation Tools. Click on the Import Points button. In the Import Points dialog, click on the plus button to browse for a point file. From the Project Base Data folder, open the trees.csv file. If you can't see the file, then check the Files of Type setting at the bottom of the dialog is set to CSV. Civil 3D will try and allocate the correct file format from the included list of formats. However, you can see from the preview that it has assigned the point number to the easting value. Our file is formatted with the point number followed by the northing, easting, elevation, then description. Select the format PNEZD, delimited from the list as shown. Check the preview to ensure it has interpreted the values correctly. Select Add Points to Point Group. Use the New button to create a new point group. Name the point group Trees and click OK. Now click OK in the dialog to import the points. Review the imported points. The trees should be drawn using the tree style and at different sizes that show the spread of each tree. The label should be translated to a full description that informs us of the spread, girth and height of each tree. In the next video, we will learn more about managing points with point groups.